And think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two. It got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, it's Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! Gone! Detroit!
Now Allen off the bootleg. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
To the air. Allen pushing his way through. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him there as he pulls it in. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, down at the 31. Here's a give to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. 4
yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And right away, he lost the football. They're calling luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
7:34. Go. Get set. 58-94. 58-98.
Carr now on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And what a way to take over as they've got it with a 1st and goal. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. With a first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Still fighting through tackles.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll run it with Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again to Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Here's Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 45 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On On second down, it's Jones. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. On third down, that's Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen
blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll run with Barkley, going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Darius Geis, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And now out come the Giants. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for Shepard deep. He's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 23 yards on the play.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now a pumped-up wide receiver.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jordan Willis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
637.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
29.
On play action, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on deep.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ronald Jones with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on the second half no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man right side is Ingram. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You notice.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Express. Lie down.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Raiders. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's Allen to throw it. He sets to fight, and that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there. They're going to get it.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever... And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Robbie Anderson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are in for 6.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored to benefit someone.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The give is to Jones. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A give to Jones. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, get set, fellas. Deuce right. Go, go. Slide down.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. On third down, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A little brief second of indecision there was certainly hooking, but bottom line, it's good.
Yeah, and, got a little bit of English on it, right? That left-footed kicker trying to pop it through. A little bit too close to the right upright for his liking, but he'll take the 3.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this is Shepard on the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for the Giants. 55 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, his throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And it's a touchdown for the New York Giants.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Rosas to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now Jones. And some room to run now. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Giorgio Tavecchio now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I'll bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here we go now.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
One final try here for Allen. Pressure comes and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Carr going to throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
This is Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's a Super Bowl record, his 4th sack of the game. I think we got to start thinking seriously about making the Super Bowl MVP as well.
I think you're right. With him leading in the driver's seat, he certainly has a shot. Now Allen to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll hand it down to Geis. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. For the victors,